Hello and welcome to Wayne Hills High School for today's girls soccer state tournament matchup that features the 11 seed 9 and 10 Tenafly Tigers and your 6 seed 11 5 and 1 Wayne Hills Patriots. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Hello and welcome to Wayne Hills High School for today's girls soccer state tournament matchup that features the 11 seed 9 and 10 Tenafly Tigers and your 6 seed 11 5 and 1 Wayne Hills Patriots. Alongside Jason Hook, I am Noah Sandler as we bring you this matchup here on Wayne Hills TV. So let's take a look at the road to today's game in the schedule. So as I said, Hills is 11 5 and 1. They've had some nice wins, some shutouts on the year. They most recently beat Passaic Valley, and then they lost in the semifinals of the county tournament to DePaul 1-0, who did go on to win that tournament. But overall, they've had a very good season with their 11 5 and 1 record, and hopefully we're going to have a great game here today. Now, Jason, who are your stat leaders for today's game?
Well, leading in goals for this Hills team is Sophia Bradley with 28 on the season. Right behind her, the sophomore Blake Niesenson. So it's great to see some great young talent, especially in the sophomores. Speaking of which, Chara Seasonton, another stat leader for this team, leads the team in assists with 17 on the season, also a sophomore. And then you got Daniela Ionelli in the goal, doing a great job with 74 saves so far on the season.
And now let's take a look at the bracket of what this Section 1 Group 3 looks like. So as you see, Hills is the 6th seed towards the bottom of that bracket. The winner of this game is going to take on the winner of Wayne Valley and Bergenfield. So if Hills wins and if Valley wins, that's going to create for a showdown of a matchup coming up on Saturday. The 1 seed in this bracket is Ramapo. 2 seed is Sparta. So some really great teams. But Hills is right near the top at the 6th seed. As we're getting set to go here at Patriots Stadium, the Patriots are taking the field for this 2 o'clock matinee matchup between the Patriots and the Tigers.
And as you said, Hills and Valley with an opportunity to possibly play each other if both teams win. We saw the two teams face off last year in the state tournament with a heartbreaking loss for Wayne Hills off a goal scored with, I believe it was under 10 seconds left to go in the game. So this Wayne Hills team definitely wants it after, what happened last year in the state tournament. And I think they're going to come out today, and I think they're going to be aggressive for today's game, and they're going to be aggressive for the rest of the tournament.
As you see, Hills getting ready to break their huddle. Tenafly as well. These two teams have only played each other once before, that one time being in 2012 in the first round of the state tournament that year when Hills beat Tenafly by a score of 4-3 to move on to the second round. So these two teams don't see each other often at all, but the last time they did, it's been 10 years since that's happened. It'll be Sophia Bradley to start with the ball for the Patriots. And this game is underway. Sophia Bradley passes it back to Season Tone to start this game off. It goes up to Carney. Carney with some nice moves gives it over to Hogan. And Hogan to Bacchioni. Now Sophia Bradley using those Division I moves of her to bring it up the field already. Looking to get something going. She centers it and nicely broken up by the defense. And that goes out of play.
And a great start to the game by the Wayne Hills Patriots. It looked like off that cross, went off the hands of the goalkeeper for Tenafly, and Lily Weltman almost got right under the ball. They did eventually call it out of bounds, but a very close start so far from the Wayne Hills Patriots.
So it'll be an early corner kick. It'll be Travis Season Tone. And that kick is up. And Bradley with the header, but that's broken up and kicked away by the defense. And it goes out of play. It will be Wayne Hill's ball. Weltman gives it in to Season Tone. Ball is centered and broken up by Schultz on the defense. Now here's Season Tone. Hill starting this game off with some nice pressure. All of it has been on Tenafly's side of the field. And a nice move there is to pass over to Weiss and now over to Bradley. Hogan on it now. She'll give it over to Carney. And now chasing after it is Bacchioni. She centers it and it goes out of play. In goal for Tenafly is Lael Avni. And she'll boot this one away. And it will be Wayne Hill's ball, as this is passed in to Thompson. Thompson with a nice move there, gives it over to Season Tone. Season Tone centers it for Hogan. Hogan looking to set something up downfield. She finds Bacchioni. Bacchioni towards the middle. Here's Sophia Bradley. Shoots, and that's nicely saved. And play is blown dead. Having an opportunity there with Sophia Carney. Kick downfield by Avni. And now Levitt on it. Levitt will give it over to Thompson. Thompson to bring it up the field, and that's broken up by Nevins. Goes into Thompson again. This time back to Levitt. Over to Hogan. And now Sexton on it. Here's Megan Weiss. Now to Bacchioni. Bacchioni with some nice moves there to get through some defenders. And pass intended there for Sophia Carney goes out of play off of Tenafly. Now here's Travis Season Tone on it. Now Weiss over to Season Tone. Thompson passes it over. Intended for Bacchioni. Will she be able to get there in time? She does. Nice job by Mia Bacchioni using her speed to get there towards the corner. And Carney passes this one in to Weiss. Out of play again. This ball goes into Bradley. And here's Bradley on it. She centers it and nicely scooped up by the goalie, Lael Avni. Wayne Hill's ball as that one went off of Tenafly. Now Bacchione on it, goes out of play again. It'll remain Patriots ball. Here's Bradley. Kicks a weak shot at the goal, and there's Avni to stop it. And that ball goes out of play.
You guys are taking the bus. All right, you can take the path, walk up, right to your bus.
This is passed in. Now here's Season Tone on it. Now Thompson. Thompson over to Levitt. Levitt now over to the far side of the field. Here's Weltman on it. And that ball goes out of play. Still Patriots ball. That's passed into Bradley, back over to Weltman. A high pass in. Carney chasing after it. Carney able to maintain possession. Now to Bacchione. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be a goalie kick. And whistle is blown. They're going to call a push off against the Patriots. And that is nicely broken up by the defense. It'll go back to Ionelli. This will be her first time touching the ball in the game. Ionelli passes it up over to Bacchione. Whistle's blown. That is against the Patriots. It'll be a handball. It'll be Lola Bell Segui on it. And with a nice opportunity, it's Tenafly. And nicely broken up by Ionelli. Shot came from Ava Chun. And now Bradley passes it up to Carney, looking to get something going. And Carney's tripped up, and whistle will be blown. Nice call there by the ref. It'll be Bradley with it. Now Bradley passes it in. And nicely saved there by the goalie. That went over to Levitt. Levitt looked to break that up, and now here's Megan Weiss on it. And she'll give it back to her goalie, Danielle Ionelli. Now here's Sexton. Over to Weiss. Now Weiss gives it up to Season Tone. Now here's Sophia Bradley on it. Back to Bradley. Looking to make something happen. Here is Sophia Bradley. And nicely saved there by Avni. Pass was just too far in front of Bradley. Now Bacchioni looking to make something happen as now Chun is on it. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be Levitt to pass it in to Weltman. And now Weltman passes it up to Bradley. Bradley, the season tone. And nicely broken up there by the defense. It'll be Thompson with the ball. She'll give it over to Bradley. Bradley getting through the defenders. Here's Sophia Bradley. She shoots and scores! Sophia Bradley with a nice goal to the top left corner. That is Sophia Bradley's 29th goal of the year. The star player for Hills.
And she's led this team in scoring all 3 years of her soccer career. And, you know, going to Virginia to play D1 soccer, I mean, you can see it in her game. A great job, amazing footwork, able to get past the defenders, and a nice deep shot just over the hands of Avni, and it's the goal.
Now here's Thompson to bring it up. Thompson passes it over to Weltman. Weltman looking to get it to Bradley, unable to, but Weltman's still on the ball. Now it goes over to Hogan, back to Weltman. And tripped up there was Lily Weltman. Seems to be okay. Here's Sophia Bradley on the ball. And she'll pass it in. And nicely saved there by Avni. And now that goes back to Weiss. And Weiss will give it to her goalie, Ianelli, who will clear it downfield. Now Tenafly on the ball. And nicely broken up there by the defense. And now that's passed up to Carney. Carney looking to make something happen. Over to Weltman now. And offsides will be called on Lily Weltman. Pass downfield by Avni. And now here's Season Tone on it. Season Tone to Hogan. And over to Levitt. Now Weltman on it. And that was nicely broken up by the defense. To Bacchioni. Able to keep it just in play. Now here's Sophia Bradley again on the breakaway. Looking for some help. She intends to center it for Carney and it goes out of play. And it'll be Season Tone on the corner kick. Season Tone with the corner kick. And Sophia Bradley taking the shot. Goes out of play. It'll be a goalie kick. And now Offney on the goalie kick. Jason, how you doing? You fighting off the bee in the booth?
You know, it's tough when it's flying into my face, you know, trying to focus on this great game that the Buenos Patriots have been having. But the bee trying to fly into my eye, it's been difficult.
All right, Jason, stay focused on the game.
I'm trying
As this
to.
goes back out to the Tenafly end of the field
It's trying to,
and out of play.
it's trying to get me.
It'll be a corner kick for Season Tone. Season Tone on the corner kick. And broken up, and a great shot there from Bradley. No good. And Season Tone looks to center it again and is unable to. Bradley on that play with that second opportunity. Now here's Sexton. And now Bacchioni on it. And out of play off of Schultz. Ovney on the goalie kick. Over to Hogan. And now Thompson will give it over to Skylar Levitt. Now chasing after it is Weltman. Weltman looking to keep it in, and she's able to, and it'll go out of play off of Tenafly. Now here's Weltman. She centers it. And just over the head of Mia Bacchioni. It'll be a goalie kick. Pass downfield, and it goes out of play off of Tenafly. Now here's Levitt on it over to Season Tone. Season Tone to Hogan. And that nicely broken up there by Tenafly. And here's Weiss over to Levitt. Now to Weltman. Weltman with the nice move. Back to Season Tone over to Weltman. Weltman bringing it up the field. Centers it for Bradley. Back to Weltman. Oh, and that's just broken up there by Eva Nevins. But it will be Hill's ball. Here's Season Tone on it. Over to Hogan. Hogan shoots. And nicely saved there by Lyell Offney. And that ball goes out of play off of Riley Sexton. And now here's Bradley. Bradley looks to leave it for Season Tone, unable to. Back to Bradley now. She'll give it to Season Tone. Bradley with a nice move there, able to get the ball back. And a pass just in the reach of Weltman. Weltman centers it. And nicely broken up there by Segui. And Carney passes it in back to Carney now. Carney with the shot just over the goal. Ball goes out of play. It will remain Wayne Hill's ball. That goes into season tone. And Tenafly now looking to make something happen, unable to, and that ball goes out of play. Levitt passes it into Weiss. Now Weiss over to Sexton. She'll bring it up for herself. And that ball goes out of play. Now here's Hogan. Hogan to Accioni. Back to Hogan now. Now to Sexton. Here's Sexton to give it over to Bacchioni. Bacchioni passes it to Hogan. Now to Bacchioni again and over to Sexton. And then she'll give it all the way back to her goalie, Iannelli. And now Hogan on it. Now Bacchioni. Bacchioni passes it to Bradley. Season tone on it now. Bradley with the ball. And she'll be called for being offsides. And now looking for some action as Weltman as that one goes out of play. Now here's Levitt. She'll give it back to Sexton. Sexton now to Bacchioni. Bacchioni able to just keep it in and give it over to Bradley. Sophia Bradley on it now. And with a nice pass to Weltman. Offsides again.
Guys, come on. Watch the defensive line. They stop.
You better not let him hear you. He might not play your daughter.
Now here's Weiss on it. Weiss to Sexton. Now to Hogan. Here's Sexton to Season Tone. Nicely broken up there by Durakovic. And that'll go all the way back to Iannelli. And now to Sexton. Gives it over to Weiss. And here's Levitt on it now. She'll give it to Weltman. And just out of the reach of Chara's Season Tone. Now here's Carney on it. Carney with a nice move to leave it for Weltman. Weltman now centers it. And taking a shot is Bacchioni, and she scores! Mia Bacchioni with the shot. And a nice goal there for the Patriots to make it a 2-0 game.
And already this Patriots team coming out strong. I mean, just 15 minutes into this first half, and they've already scored twice against this Tenafly team. So, you know, already out there aggressive on the offensive end, able to hold things down on the defensive end, and they've had a great game for themselves.
That was the sophomores' second goal of the year. And now here's Bradley on, and Bradley takes a shot, and she scores! Her second goal of the game. Sophia Bradley delivers a strike to the top left corner of the goal.
And once again, I mean, Patriots have come out to play. You know, after a heartbreaking state tournament last year, I mean, the way that they've come out, they really want to win this game, and they've shown it already. 3 goals, and Bradley scoring that just 22 seconds after Bacchioni's goal.
Now this ball cleared downfield. Now Peterson gives it to Weltman. Weltman looks to get it up towards the goal, as here's Sophia Bradley on it now. Bradley to season tone, and now Bradley again. And for her third goal of the game, Sophia Bradley just keeps striking on this Tenafly team to make it a 4-0 game.
And what a job she's been doing. I mean, in a matter of minutes so far. I mean, from her first goal with 29 minutes left in the half, now with 14 minutes 36 left in the half, she's already got a hat trick for herself. And this team keeps on striking. A 4-0 lead is huge, especially this quick in the game.
And now Bradley with 31 goals on the year. Now Tenafly looking to get something going. And nicely broken up there by Weiss. And here's Season Tone. And Season Tone will just clear that downfield. And here's Anya Hogan. Oliviera on it. And that's cleared by the defense. And now Hogan gives it over to Carney, and downfield, passes out of the reach of Weltman. Jason, you still struggling with the bees in the booth?
No comment. Very scared. Oh my God. They keep coming back.
It'll be Tenafly to pass it in. That's broken up there by Peterson. And now Levitt on it. And a bunch of substitutions are now going to be made with a 4-0 lead. With some of the star players of this game already coming out. Bradley, Levitt, Carney, and Weltman.
All right,
all leaving this game.
I'm going to try to count them off. That's number 16, Bijou Ko coming into the game. That's Blake Niesenson coming into the game. That's all I could get.
Thank you for that amazing insight. Got another one for you. Alex Maynard now in this game as well.
Ah, I missed one.
Well as Maddie Chesson.
It's 2. We tied up.
Now nicely broken up there by Megan Weiss. Now Hills looking to keep their energy going. And the one other player who just came into the game is Star Vorabuth. Counted off 3, counted off 2. Jason's got nothing to say as this ball goes out of play. Oh no, it won't. White's able to just keep it in, and that goes back to Ionelli.
Just wondering, I was just wondering how I could lose to Noah Sandler.
Very funny. As we see Ko on it now, she'll give it over to Hogan. Hogan to Peterson, and that's broken up there by Schultz. Vorabuth on it now. Here's Chesson to give it up to Maynard. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be Tenafly's ball. Here's Neesenson on it. It'll remain Patriots ball. Just about 10 minutes to go in the first half. And now passed into Neesenson. And that ball goes out of play. It'll be a corner kick for Vorabuth. And here's the kick, and nicely saved there by Avni. And now Ionelli to clear it. It'll be Tenafly ball. Out of play again. Tenafly's as well. Now that's passed in. And nicely broken up there by Weiss using her head. Now Neesenson looking to gain possession back. And she'll get it. Now that goes over to Vorabuth. And over to Neesenson. Oh, Jason, did you really just have to kill that ladybug in the booth?
And don't you frame me. I didn't do anything.
I just saw you smush that ladybug.
I didn't do anything. Don't frame me. It was a spy.
All right, then. And now Hogan on it for the Patriots. Hogan to Peterson. And that'll go back to Chesson, who gives it over to Sexton now. Olivier on it. And Chun, the star player of Tenafly, looking to get something going. Ava Chun with 21 goals and 4 assists on the year. She's the star player. It'll be Segui with the ball. And here's the kick. And that ball will go out of play. It'll be a goalie kick for Iannelli. Now Iannelli gives it over to Weiss. Weiss to Sexton. And now Neesonson on it, over to Coe. Coe with the nice moves, back over to Sexton. Sexton to clear it downfield, looking to get something going. Chasing after it is Maynard, as that is scooped up by the goalie. And that ball goes out of play off the Patriots. By Sidney Yosef to pass it in. Ball goes out of play off a Tenafly. Will be a goalie kick. Now Booth on it. Now here's Coe. Coe able to maintain possession. Now it goes over to Sexton. Back to Oliveira. Into Neesonson. Now Neesonson passes it up the field. Here is Maynard. And she'll be offsides. Here's Iannelli, the goalie, with it. Gives it over to Chesson. Now Chesson up to Vorabuth. And Neesonson on it. Up to Maddie Carney. Centers it. And nice save there by Avni. Carney to Vorabuth. And now that comes back in and goes out of play. Oliveira into Coe. Pass intended there for Peterson, and that is broken up by the defense. And tripped up there on that play. It'll be Tenafly ball with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. And that ball goes out of play off of Sexton. Yosef to pass it in. And that goes right into the hands of the ref.
Oh, he almost caught it.
It'll be Tenafly ball. And now that ball scooped up by Iannelli. And no whistle blown on that play, as tripped up there was Chun. And that ball goes out of play. And Oliviera gives it in to Niesensen. Here's Coe on it. Coe back over to Oliviera. Oliviera looking to get something going. And she'll give it to Maynard. Maynard centers it. And shot taken by Peterson off the crossbar. And another shot on the second opportunity, and she scores! That was number 23, Sophia Peterson with the goal. That is Peterson's second goal of the year to make it a 5-0 game with 34.7 seconds to go in the first half.
And this team continues to impress. 5-0. We're not even done with the first half. I mean, Wayne Hills came out strong, and they are continuing to be aggressive on the offensive end, as you've seen throughout this entire half, already with 5 goals on the game and possibly more to come.
Yeah, she took that shot, one off the crossbar, came back, right back into her possession, and on that second opportunity, she was able to put that one away. As the clock is winding down in this half. So that is going to do it for the first half, with the Wayne Hills Patriots in the lead 5-0. 3 goals from Sophia Bradley, 1 goal from Sophia Peterson. And the other goal came from Becky Oni. So that is going to do it for the first half. Hills up 5-0. We will be back for second half action and first half recap in just a few moments.
Were you a wild card? I don't remember.
They are.
It's a feel-good story. I'm just saying. I'm going to Philly because I hate it.
Yeah. And we now want to give you a state tournament update for North 1 Group 3. Tomorrow, the Wayne Hills boys soccer team will also be taking on Tenafly. Patriots are the 9 seed, Tenafly the 8 seed. It is a 4:15 p.m. start. Again, that's on the road. Girls volleyball will be playing Saturday here at Wayne Hills. Opening round, they are the 4 seed hosting the 13 seed Cliffside Park. That's an 11 a.m. start. Field hockey, we don't have a time yet, but we do know that that game will be on Tuesday. Wayne Hills will be on the road. They're the 12 seed, and they will be playing at the 5 seed Warren Hills. And finally, football, which is North 2 Group 3. Wayne Hills football, the 7 seed, traveling to the 2 seed Cranford this Friday night at 7 p.m. And finally, the winner of this game will take on the winner of 14 seed Bergenfield and 3 seed Wayne Valley. And that game will be played on Saturday, and of course it would be at the higher seed, would be the home game.
And now welcome back to Wayne Hills High School as we get ready to start the second half here again. Noah Sandler alongside Jason Hook with you today. Now, Jason, what are you thinking about this game?
Well, the team's been very successful so far. 3 of their players have scored, them being Mia Bacchioni, Sophia Peterson, and Sophia Bradley. Sophia Bradley obviously had a hat trick in that first half. An amazing showing for her. I mean, in just 15 minutes between her first goal and her third goal, and scoring 2 of those goals in a matter of 32 seconds. So, I mean, obviously a very impressive player. And all around, this team has been very impressive, both offensively and defensively, you know, coming out strong and taking a big lead early on.
Yeah, Tenafly really not getting much pressure on the Patriots. The ball has been on Tenafly's side of the field for, I would say, what is probably 80% of this game. So, Tenafly looking to get something going. Their star player, Ava Chun, has kind of been shut down by this defense. She's trying to make something happen, but has been unable to so far. Chun is only a freshman, and she's the one who's going to be starting with the ball now. And Coach Rayberger is going to go with some of the same players that he ended that first half with to start the second. So the star players, including Sophia Bradley, are not currently out on the field.
And the second half is underway.
And here is Tenafly with the ball. And now Carney on it. Here's Sophia Carney over to Season Tone. That ball goes out of play. It'll be Season Tone to pass it in. And she'll give it in to Gelinella. Here's Bacchioni on it now, chasing it on the far end of the field. Bacchioni. And that ball goes out of play. Like to take a quick moment to recognize senior Thomas Emmerich for just reaching 200 hours with the video club, Wayne Hills TV. He is now on his 200th hour working here at Wayne Hills TV.
Let's go, Thomas.
He's on the main game camera for you today. It'll be Season Tone on the corner kick. And nicely broken up by the defense. And here is Carney on it. Carney with the nice move. She takes a shot. And that goes wide of the goal. Now that is passed back. to Chesson. Chesson with some nice moves there. And now that's cleared downfield by Tenafly. And Ionelli clearing it right back. Levine on it. And now Warbuth for the Patriots. She'll give it back to Gelinella. And now here's Chun intercepting that pass, looking to make something happen. And nicely broken up there by Weiss. Warbuth now with the pass downfield for Carney. Carney able to get there. And now Carney takes the shot, and that goes wide left of the goal. Avni on the goalie kick. Thompson on it. She passes it back to Chesson. Now Chesson to Bacchioni. Bacchioni looking to put some pressure on. Great job by Bacchioni. Now gets it over to Season Tone. And Bacchioni passes it back to Chesson. Now over to Vorbuth. And now to Season Tone. Season Tone looking for an opportunity there, and that is broken up by the defense. Here's Vorbuth on it. And that ball will go out of play. That ball goes out again. It'll be Wayne Hill's ball. Now that's past the tune and nicely broken up there by Gelinella. Now Bacchioni to bring it up the field. Pass out of the reach of Maynard. And now that is cleared by the defense. Coppola passes it over to Vorbuth. Now Carney to Vorbuth again. And Coppola able to get it back, and she'll give it to Season Tone. Now to Thompson. And here is Maynard. Maynard shoots. And on the second opportunity, off the post. Nice job by Alex Maynard to get there and put the pressure on, just unable to score the goal on that play. Now here's Coppola. Over to Season Tone. And Vorbuth on it now. And that ball goes out of play. It will be Tenafly ball. Passed into Levine. Levine to Durakovic. Here's Coppola to Gelinello. Back towards midfield. Thompson on it. Over to Coppola again. And that is broken up by the defense. But Season Tone able to regain possession of the ball. Now Season Tone has it broken up there. And now Coppola over to Carney. And that ball goes out of play. Now that goes into Vorbuth and to Season Tone. And Season Tone has her pass broken up there. Now it's passed back to Thompson. Thompson over to Chesson. And that is broken up by Hyman. Here's Chesson over to Coppola. That goes back to Gellinella. And now Sophia Carney looking to get something going here. And that goes out of play off of Tenafly. Now that's passed into Carney. Chun on it. Chun using some nice moves, but she has that broken up by Chesson. Here's Thompson again. Now to Season Tone. And that is broken up. And Weiss able to gain possession of this one. And that pass intercepted there. Bacchioni gives it to Thompson, back to Bacchioni. Now into Maynard. Maynard to bring it up. And here's Bacchioni now to center it. Borbooth takes a shot and nicely scooped up there by Avni. Season Tone gives it back to Coppola. Now Thompson on it. Here is Thompson. And she centers it. And Coppola takes a shot. And nicely saved there by Lael Avni. But a great shot that just came off the foot of Valentina Coppola. Now here's Season Tone with a nice pass to Vorabuth, and that is centered and unable to get anything going there, but Maynard regains possession. She takes a shot, broken up by the defense, now back to Thompson, and that is cleared away. Now here's Maddie Chesson on it. Here's Vorabuth, back to Coppola. Pass across the field. Maynard looking to get a shot on goal, unable to, as that is kicked out of play. It'll be a goalie kick. Unable to keep it in there as Vorabuth over to Carney. Carney takes a shot and nicely broken up there. That was broken up by Schultz. And she shoots and scores. That was Mia Bacchioni with her second goal of the game. To make it a 6-0 game with 28:54 to go in the second half.
And very similar to the first half. I mean, their first scored 28 minutes, 54 seconds left to go on the clock in the first half. First goal of the game was with 29 minutes and a second left to go in the half. So, I mean, so far, this team has been looking pretty similar production-wise in both halves.
Now, Tenafly on it. Season Tone regaining possession. Back to Coppola. And now to Gellinella. Here's Vorabuth to Coppola. Season Tone on it now. Now Weiss on it. Back to Chesson. Now passes it up the field to Thompson. So now Bacchioni, with scoring 2 goals in this game, is up to 3 on the year. She only had 1 goal going into today's game. Now Chesson on it. And here's Coppola. Over to Vorabuth now, over to Season Tone. Now, Sophia Carney. And nicely broken up there. Vorabuth will give it back to Gelinella, who will center it for Weiss. And now Chesson to Bacchioni. Now Thompson on it. And now back to Ionelli. Now Ionelli gives it over to Gelinella. And to Vorabuth, back to Gelinella, back and forth again. And now over to Carney. Looking to get some pressure on that ball. And it will be Tenafly ball. Now that's passed in, Coppola on it. Now here's Chesson. And back to the goalie, Ionelli. Here's Thompson on it. Thompson over to Gelinella. And here's Carney. Back to Vorabuth. And now here's Coppola giving it back to Gelinella. Thompson with some nice moves. And now looking to get something going as Tenafly, as that is broken up by Thompson. Now on the ball now is Maynard. Maynard looking for some help. She'll give it over to Vorabuth. Here's Season Tone back to Weiss. Now over to Gelinella. Here's Megan Weiss to give it over to Gelinella. Now Vorabuth on it. To Carney. Carney feeling the pressure from the defense. And centers it for Season Tone. And gives back to Coppola. Now over to Thompson. And that ball will go out of play. Now back to Ionelli, and Ionelli will clear it downfield. Here's Season Tone on it. Now over to Gelinella. Now Weiss to Vorbooth. Now Season Tone back to Gelinella. Here's Maynard on it. Then Maynard will give it over to Bacchioni. Now Season Tone on it. Back to Gelinella. Now Thompson back to Bacchioni. Here's Vorbooth on it. Now given to Carney. And Thompson gives it over to Bacchioni. Here's Bacchioni to bring it up the far sideline, able to keep it in. And she'll take a shot that goes wide of the goal. And now more substitutions will be made for the Patriots. We now see Bella Basora and Sam Huerta in this game, as well as Sienna Verano.
Now, I could be mistaken, but looking at our roster sheet, I believe everybody on this varsity roster, at least listed on our roster sheet, has gone into the game at some point today. So it's very good to see with a big lead like this that players are still getting playing time.
You're all getting opportunities in a state game. With a high-stakes game like this, obviously they have a nice lead. So giving some other players some opportunity is great to see, especially those seniors. Jason, you still got some bees chasing after you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've learned to coincide with the bees. We're a family now.
It's good to hear. We've never really had a bees problem up in the press box. Usually during football games and soccer games, we're usually okay, but today they're really coming after Jason. Did you do something to them? Did you hurt one of their friends?
I got a theory. Most of our games are at night. We do this during the day when the bees aren't sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Because the bees sleep at night.
Yeah, well, we've done some day soccer games too.
Yeah, too many bees.
I guess you do have a point there with those night games that we do.
I always do.
Now Neesonson on it. Gives it to Coppola. Now Matty Carney. And that ball goes out of play. It will be Wayne Hill's ball. Here's Coppola on it. She'll give it over to Vorabuth. Now Neesonson. Gives it back to Coppola. And now back to Huerta. Now that ball goes back to Avni. Here's Durakovic on it. Gives it over to Nevins. And now Hill's regaining possession as this ball goes over to Neesonson. Now Huerta passes it to Verano. Tenafly looking to get something going here, get at least a point on the board. Hills with the 6-0 lead. Just over 15 minutes to go in the second half. Now here's Basur on it. Here's Basura. Gives it over to Carney. Basura again over to Coppola. Now Verano to break that up. Now Tenafly looking to put some pressure on. Durakovic was tripped up on that play. There you see our cross-country runners getting some practice in around the perimeter of the field here. And now that shot goes through the goalposts. No goal. So coming up on Wayne Hills TV this coming Friday, we are going to have the football team state matchup away at Cranford. We're going to get that game recorded on Friday night, and we'll have it posted on our YouTube channel by Saturday. And then after that, we'll see if we have any other states games to bring to you with with boys soccer and girls soccer, as well as girls volleyball, all with state matchups. So we'll bring you any of those games if we are able to, and we will have the home games for you as well. And then we're going to get into our winter season, where we're going to be bringing you basketball among some other sports, both boys and girls. Also on our YouTube channel, we're going to have the Spirit Rally, which is taking place in a couple weeks, the week before Thanksgiving. We'll have that recorded and posted on our YouTube channel. So keep your eye on our Wayne Hills TV YouTube channel for all of the action. And then coming out on June 8th, we're going to have our lip dub. So let's get excited for that. Jason, I know you're excited to see what we have in store for that.
Yeah, man. June 8th, right around the corner.
I wouldn't say right around the corner, but
Well, then why are you promoting it?
just kind of letting our audience know that in about 8 months from now, we're going to have the lip dub. Jason, you feeling okay?
Doing great.
All right, great. Also, SDA we're going to have on our channel. You know, Jason's a big fan of SDA.
That's in months, Noah. You planning a little too far ahead.
Just promoting some stuff coming up on Wayne Hills TV other than sports.
Yeah, and next year we're also going to have the 2024 football season.
2024? You mean 2023?
I don't do math too well.
We're also going to have the fashion show posted. So a lot of stuff on Wayne Hills TV.
Going to be able to watch Noah Sandler play tennis on Wayne Hills TV.
I don't think we have a single tennis matchup on our YouTube channel, Jason.
Well, for you, Noah, I think we have to.
And then late June, as we're hearing in our ear right now, we're going to have Skylar promotion as well as Bill's graduation. All on our YouTube channel, live streamed. And shot taken there and scooped up by Iannelli.
And of course, as you know, as I messed up before, fall of 2023, we're going to have another football season. Announcing, led by yours truly, future play-by-play announcer, Jason Hook. They call me the Legacy, the Legend.
Who's they?
Everybody.
Everybody, really?
Yeah, they call me Bob Costas. My mama called me that. My dad calls me that.
Legacy.
Let's see, who else? Ha, no one else?
So Tenafly putting some pressure on here, looking to get something going with less than 9 minutes to go in the second half. But the defense has been doing a great job. As Niesensen gives it over to Carney now, Niesensen waiting for some help. And she has some in Vorabuth as that is kicked out of play by Tenafly. Ball goes out of play. It will be Hill's ball, but Sora to pass it in. And there's your cross-country team. They've just been doing laps and laps and laps around this athletics complex. So neither team giving up, still looking to score some goals with just about 7 minutes to go in the game. Your Wayne Hills Patriots with a 6-0 lead over the Tenafly Tigers. Now Coppola gives it up to Niesensen. And that ball goes out of play. Gotta go over to Avni to boot this one away. Pass back to Ionelli. And now Coe on it. And gives it up to Niesensen, still looking to keep the pressure on. Niesensen will slow it down, wait for some help. She gives it over to Oliveira. Now Tenafly on it. Still going with it. And now Basora passes it back to her goalie, Ionelli. Here's Coppola on it. Gives it to Niesensen. Over to Vorabuth. And back to Niesensen. Here's Vorabuth on it. Jason, why are you crumbling up your notes for the game?
I'm making a ball.
Out of your notes?
Is paper. So I'm making a paper ball.
All right.
It's very difficult. It's the staple that I can't get out.
Would you prefer if next time I didn't staple your notes for you?
Man, I don't know. It would fly everywhere.
Exactly. That's why I stapled them for you.
I really appreciate you bringing the notes for every game, Noah. I don't know what I would do without you.
I print out all your notes and I write all the rundowns.
Yeah, man. You would doing a great job this year, but time for someone new to take over.
Is that going to be new? Is that going to be you next year?
I think so. After I finish crumpling this into a ball.
And here's Maynard on it, still looking to keep the pressure on. Just about 2.5 minutes to go in the game. And that ball's centered and scooped up by Avni. Here's Lee on it for Tenafly. But the Wayne Hills Patriots with a 6-0 lead as this game is winding down with less than 2 minutes. They are saying, bring on Valley. As Valley, unsure what the outcome of that game was or if that game even happened yet, but Valley is their most likely opponent. Wayne Valley playing a 4 p.m. start. They're playing Bergenfield today. The winner of that game is going to take on the Patriots, who will likely move on to win this game. This ball is passed back to Coppola and over to Carney. Now Neesonson on it. Gives it to Maynard. Back to Neesonson. Just showing some good sportsmanship by not taking any more shots on the goal with their 6-0 lead.
Some great insight, Noah.
As the Hills is just going to pass this ball around as the clock is winding down here at Wayne Hills High School. So that is going to do it for today's game. Your Wayne Hills Patriots moving on to the second round with their 6-0 win over the Tenafly Tigers.
And you know, this team came out there, they were aggressive the entire time, never stopped, you know, giving their all on the offensive end. We saw those 5 goals they scored in the first half, and the extra goal just to, you know, put the cherry on top to get the win here today and move on to the second round of the tournament.
Yeah, we saw a hat trick there from star player Sophia Bradley, who got half the goals in this game and is now at 31 on the year. So that is going to wrap things up here at Wayne Hills High School. Once again, your Wayne Hills Patriots beating Tenafly by a score of 6-0 in today's first round state matchup. So that is all we have for you today. For Jason Hook, I have been Noah Sandler, and we will see you next time right here on